Anna Soubry tore into Jeremy Corbyn over his dishonest attempt to win over the support of other parties with a pledge to deliver on a new Brexit referendum, branding his call for unity a meaningless ruse. Anna Soubry questioned Jeremy Corbyn's honesty after he reached out to other parties across Parliament to discuss a common position to prevent a no-deal Brexit scenario happening. The Labour Party leader wrote to the SNP, Lib Dems and Plaid Cymru to urge them to come together with his party to stop Boris Johnson from taking Britain out of the European Union without a formal agreement. But Change UK, the independent group leader Anna Soubry, who did not receive the letter, insisted Mr Corbyn's move is a meaningless ruse to take over Downing Street. Speaking to BBC News, Ms Soubry said, "I think we all have to be very clear about this. Jeremy Corbyn is a Brexiteer. Jeremy Corbyn wants us to leave the European Union, and that, of course, is a fundamental failing of his. The other failing that he has is the inability to even unite his own party. We know he doesn't command a majority within the parliamentary Labour Party, never mind being able to bring the country together, and the way some of us have argued for a government of national unity for some time think that can work. It has to have the purpose of bringing this matter back to the British people with Remain on the ballot paper. At the moment that is certainly not his intention. I think this is meaningless. It's a ruse that got him some publicity." The former Conservative MP, who deserted to the independent benches before helping form the Change UK party earlier this year, called on Mr Corbyn to be honest with the people. She added, "Basically, at its heart, it's dishonesty, and the one thing the British people are crying out for, apart from leadership, is honesty about the real crisis we are in and the genuine options that are available to us as a nation." Mr Corbyn said Labour would use the campaign for a second referendum on EU membership in the resulting election, and would include the option to remain on the ballot paper. In his letter, the leader of the opposition said, "This government has no mandate for no deal, and the 2016 EU referendum provided no mandate for no deal. I, therefore, intend to table a vote of no confidence at the earliest opportunity when we can be confident of success. Following a successful vote of no confidence in the government, I would then, as leader of the opposition, seek the confidence of the House for a strictly time-limited temporary government with the aim of calling a general election, and securing the necessary extension of Article 50 to do so." He concluded his plea with the wish to discuss his proposals further to ensure the uncertainty and disarray end. But Green Party MP Caroline Lucas said Labour must do more to secure a fresh vote, and SNP's Ian Blackford said Mr Corbyn needs to get off the fence on Brexit. And Liberal Democrat leader Jo Swinson branded Mr Corbyn's proposal nonsense as she insisted he would be unable to secure a majority in Parliament, even if just temporarily. Ms Swinson said, "Jeremy Corbyn is not the person who is going to be able to build an even temporary majority in the House of Commons for this task. I would expect there are people in his own party, and indeed the necessary Conservative backbenchers, who would be unwilling to support him. It is a nonsense. This letter is just more headlines that are about him and his position, and is not a serious attempt to find the right solution and build a consensus to stop a no-deal Brexit. I am committed to working in a credible way with those in other parties, and none, across Parliament to stop a no-deal Brexit, and will set out how that could work."